Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys okay, like having an awesome day. Although the message today is for someone, I don't know, like in general, how are you feeling? But your throat chakra is opening, and that's really exciting actually because again, like if you've watched any of my other videos, especially talking about chakra, um, I told you guys that I felt really physically, right? My chakras opening. So it was a really interesting experience. Um, and for the throat chakra, it was like also like really interesting for me because like I was sick. Like my throat was like, like when you get sick and then there's something in your throat like stuff, and then like you keep coughing all the time, like, but it's like that it sounds like a wet coffee, like a wet coffee. I mean, if you're drinking coffee right now or you're thinking about like drinking coffee, like getting a coffee like a Dunkin' or a Starbucks. Anyway, because I don't drink coffee. Okay, so anyway. So like that wet cough that like sometimes like even when you're gonna say something like your voice is like weird because there's something in your throat. So yeah, so you're feeling this message is for you today, okay? I am really excited because I don't know why the tone of my voice went up like that. I think it's because I'm excited because like for me, my throat chakra was really hard because I always like had this hard time about like speaking up for myself, saying the stuff that I want, and just yeah, saying my truth. Okay, so I think it's really important, right, to say your truth. So yeah, so like you've been feeling that, or you've been feeling that you want to talk more about the things you're feeling, or about who you really are, things that are really like that really that you really think it's interesting. One other thing, I feel called to say this. One other thing that it happened when my throat chakra was opening was like I really wanted to talk to people, right? It didn't have like to be something really specific, something that I really like, but I really wanted to engage in conversation. And like when I say engage in conversation, I mean like a real conversation. Like when you guys really like are discussing something, really like the person is also like talking to you, or like exploring like the subject. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, cool, interesting. So I've noticed that like when my throat was opening was like that too. I wanted like to talk, but I also wanted like to hear like others people's truth, like what their opinion about stuff, because in my conception is like I have my own opinions right now, but like in 5 minutes I can be a totally different person. I'm not saying that you can change my mind, but if you tell me an argument that is good enough, that is like, oh, okay, maybe I should like start thinking about that. And then at some point, I myself change my own mind, it's okay. But like, we also need this input, right, from the outside. And so, yeah, so I've noticed that I right now, like when my throat chakra started like to opening was like that, like I was craving for other people to talk to me too. I wanted to talk, but I wanted like other people to talk to me too. I want information. So, and then that's funny because then it was when I realized when that I don't want to like be around people that they're just like, oh yeah, cool. They're not just like speaking their truth, it's like they're really like shallow, right? I like deep conversations. I like deep people. So anyway, that's what happened to me. I just wanted to say that because I felt called to. So maybe you're not, maybe like your friends circle is not feeling that good anymore. It's like not feeling like that comfortable anymore. Perhaps like you're not enjoying that much to be around the people that you used to, and you don't get why. Then that's maybe why you just don't want to like just shallow talks anymore. You want actually to be able to get in a deep conversation with someone. And when I mean deep, it doesn't have like to be like emotional stuff. It's like, hey, what do you think about this? It's like, I'll give you an example. So what do you think like about this? Okay, so some people will say, a lot of people will say, oh, that's, and like it's cool. I wouldn't have it, but it's cool. But I like people that's like, yeah, it's really interesting, like the pattern. They're like these small dots, and like the color too is like how like the white and the blue, they kind of, I don't know, it just like gives me a feeling like of waves, something like flowing. And like then there's a shape, right? I don't know what this is, but it's just like, it looks like something that it means something, like, and then I would ask you, do you know the name of this? Do you know how this is called? I would like start searching to understand what this is. And then I would check where it's made from. And yeah, and it's made in Thailand. So, so like I'm getting deeper. I'm not just like, yeah, it's cute. Okay, honey. So it's really funny because sometimes like when I'm channeling like these messages, it's like I'm saying things that it will make sense for someone. Okay, it's not for everyone, but so let's go, guys. I haven't said it. Anyway, I haven't said this, but not right now. But just take what it resonates for you. Like I said, this message is for someone who's like your throat chakra is opening up. So if you're not feeling anything in your throat chakra, this message is not for you. And I have no idea how much more clear I can be about this. Okay, so let's do it. Let's check your energy right now. That's interesting because we got the Queen of Wands. And this is an energy like that's, it's a really cool energy. Because it's someone who's fun, who's like, who likes to be around other people, likes to talk, you probably like to talk a lot. And there's like this energy of like being someone who's creative. So perhaps like you like dressing different clothes. Yes, like she's wearing like a yellow dress here. I feel like you're the kind of person that maybe will like mix up colors. I am pretty bland most of the time, guys, but I like it. But like it's bland, like, but I like it. It looks damn good at me. But you know, like you like to show off yourself, and you like to dress up for yourself. That's the thing. Like dress up for yourself, like to wear different stuff. You like to. I think you're really proud. What I'm getting right now is like you're really proud of you have and how you look, especially your clothes. You really like your clothes. There's like it's something that is really important for you. It's like something that you are really picky about it. You're gonna wear what you're gonna wear. You know, you're not gonna wear something that's other people will tell you to do it. And if there's like a dress code or something, you're gonna make it look like you. You know, you're gonna like make it. Yes, you're gonna like make it look at you. It's like look as you, look like you. You're gonna give your touch that is gonna say yes, of course that person is wearing like that, is wearing something like that because it's so you know, that kind of thing. So this is a really good energy to be with, like to be right now. And I feel like that perhaps this is like your energy coming out, your chakras like, woo, what's going on, right? And that fun part of you is coming out, or like wants to come out. And yes, and like you're trying like to get this out of you, not just with your clothes, but also like the way you talk, your truth. Okay, so what should we know now? It's actually really funny. We're talking about clothes because today, I'm looking fine as fuck, I guess hell, but fine as hell. But yes, it's like, you know, like when you look at the mirror and you're like, hell yeah. So yeah, it's like as that, you know, is you're having that feeling. But you know, like for me to actually say it to myself that wow, I am looking like fine as hell today, it took me a while, okay, to actually say it and actually believe it. So maybe that's what you're like, that's what's going on too, like how you look and what you say is like it's getting mixed it up with what you think. And now like things are integrating. Okay, so what should you know about your throat chakra right now? Yes, okay, so we got Justice, and we got Page of Pentacles. Here, I think like you're trying to like find your voice right now, okay? You're trying to find your truth. What who you really are and what is the real truth that you tell people. Because like with justice, it's a lot about balancing things out, right? Making like making things fair. And I feel like right now you are in this situation with your throat chakra that like you're trying to find the real truth, the truth that you want to speak out. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like something is being offered to you to actually you to be able to speak your truth. Okay, so like something or even like someone may have like offered you something that you had to speak your truth, that like you didn't like have an option, you had to. And because of that you had to speak your truth, is like you're trying to understand what speaking your truth really is. But if this didn't happen, Jesus Christ, guys, what's going on with you? So if this hasn't happened yet, you will. Something will happen. Something will come to you. Something will be offered to you. Someone, okay. Even like I feel like even like if it's if there's like kids around you, like if you're around kids, kids they really help us to connect ourselves with our souls. Okay, so if there are kids around you, pay attention to the kids, what they ask you, what they tell you. Okay, it may be weird, like, you know, sometimes kids will ask you like weird stuff, but there's a reason. So pay attention to that, to kids, that they will ask you like nonsense and stuff. It doesn't have to be nonsense, but it's kind of nonsense coming from a kid, kind of like that. Yeah, so pay attention to that. So if something hasn't happened yet, it will really like soon, and you will have to say your truth. Okay, it's like it's not gonna. You're not even going to be able to don't say your truth. It's just like gonna say it. But yeah, but pay attention to that. Even if it's not a kid, but if it's someone like asks you something, okay, or like perhaps someone give you something that it doesn't make any sense to you. Try to notice those things, okay? And I feel like when this comes to you, if it hasn't yet, you won't get it at first. It will like take you a little bit to actually say, hey, yeah, you know, I can look at it in a different perspective. Okay, so okay. So again, like the universe is putting something in your way for you to speak up your truth, okay? What else can we know here? What is blocking you? We got the Six of Pentacles. You're not being fair. Okay, so the fact that we got Justice and Six of Pentacles, like, it's right here, you're not being fair to yourself and to others. You see here in this card that this person is just giving to one, and the other one is just like looking like, well, when is going to be my turn? So you're not being fair. I feel like you have a lot of truth to like say to people, like to actually be spoken, but you're not being fair to yourself and to others. Like, I feel like here mainly is you. You're not being fair to yourself, because like when you're not talking your truth, you're not being yourself. So you're not honoring who you really are. Okay? And also, what I'm getting here about not being fair to other people is that you have things to say that you will help other people, that you will guide other people. I have this feeling right now that like perhaps you're not really the kind of person that would go like social to have a social media to talk about stuff. But with those close to you, you can literally like change their like lives just with your voice, just with your advice. And because you're like keeping that to yourself, like you're not really like letting it out, you're not like giving the gift of your presence to other people. You're not like allowing other people to be gifted by your presence, by your gifts, by your talents, by what you have to say, by your truth. And the thing is, you know that. You know that you could do so much more. You could do so much better. But you're just not choosing. You're like keep choosing this path that is not true to yourself. I am picking up a little bit also about money. Okay, like that maybe you're really like greedy. Greedy, I would say like it's almost like you do things that will be visible. So like you will donate to like, I don't know, a foundation or whatever. But if there's someone around you that's like in need, it's like you pretend you're not seeing it. Okay. So that's your blockage right now. Okay. That you're not being fair to yourself and to others. It came to me like you are a really like confident person, really confident, like confident, but you're not. It's a fake confidence. because you're not really being true to yourself. And because it's a fake confidence, it's a fake confidence. It feels weird. It feels like forced. It feels fake. Because it's not real. It's not real. What can you do to remove this blockage? We got the Empress. I'll get a few more here, okay? You are a little bit nervous about this because you don't want to know. Because actually, it's really funny. You know what you have to do, but you don't want to listen to me saying to you. Just saying. You prefer to make things messy than actually listen to the truth. Okay. So what should you do? What should you do to remove this blockage? We got the Empress. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the Strength. And we got Four of Swords. First thing that is coming to me is that you need to realize that you're not sick. You are not sick. You need like some kind of rest, but it's not like because you're feeling something in your body. You need to rest your mind right now. So that's the first thing. You're not sick, okay? You need to rest your mind. Go meditate, okay? You need to take some time to yourself. Anyway. And I think here you need to pay attention to the women around you. Okay, why? There's someone around you that you really like. It's really like the person you like. You look at that person. It is the Empress of your life. Okay, it can be man or woman. Okay, but like you see that person as your match. Let's say like this. Okay. And this person is an Empress. So like this person is like really nurturing, is someone loving, right? As someone who knows their shit. Okay. And you have a lot of feelings for this person, but it's almost like you're watching this person like being like really awesome, and you're not talking, you're not letting it out, you're like repressing your feelings. So because like when we got the Queen of Cups, and like when you see like the Empress is looking at the front, right? Because she knows her shit. She doesn't have to look on the sides to see who's looking at her or him, whatever, or they. But like, she doesn't need you because she knows her shit. Okay? And look at you looking at this person, and you are full of emotions. You are like, you have like this, all these like emotions towards this person, but you literally like just looking. You're not really like expressing yourself. And right now, like I said, you're not sick. You need to take care of your inner self. Okay, that's why we got like a strength and Four of Swords here, because you need to look inward right now. You need to meditate. You need to spend some time with yourself, because that's how you're gonna understand how you really feel about this person, and to actually put the ducks on the row. I have no idea why I said that, but yeah, to like understand what you should do next. Okay, but you need to take some time to like with yourself. Okay, to rest not because you're sick, but rest because you need to like understand what you're thinking right now, what your mind is going. Okay, and you need to like have this strength. And here I feel is like you need to understand that you control your thoughts. You control your own thoughts. So you need to be strong about that. Okay, so like when you say, hey, I'm gonna think like this right now, right? So like, let's say, this is blue. Okay, now I'm saying this is white. This is white, green, and purple. Then I start to think this is white, green, and purple. That's it. I just stop saying that this is blue. Okay. It's a common mistake that we usually do, that we say, oh, this is not blue. But if you keep saying that, you will keep reminding yourself that that is or was blue. Okay. Just start saying differently so your mind can start thinking in a different way. Okay, but be really like positive. Always say like really positive things. Just say in a different way. Okay. And what's the like general advice for you right now? So I think you're like a really stable person, financially speaking. Okay. So at least like you feel that you are. But you're going quiet. you're just going quiet. But like you're lonely. You have like stability, like an earthy stability, material stuff, but you're lonely. It's literally like when you start to like do this, to speak your truth, things will happen like fast. It's like will happen like so fast that you won't even believe it that is happening. But you need to put down your guards, and I understand that like that sometimes it can be really like there's a lot of frustration going on this situation, but you can overcome it. You can do it. You just need to do it. You need to like put down your guards and actually like let it happen. Like surrender. And like I said, when you do it, like right now it's like you're really lonely. I got Five of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. Five of Pentacles, King of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. So like when you do it, you're gonna like leave this sorrow behind you. See, like the King of Cups is not looking for that, because when you do it, it's gonna be in your past. Okay, like all this sorrow, all the frustration, all the sadness, it will be in your past. And then we got the King of Cups here. That is someone, because like the Queen of Cups is someone really nurturing and stuff, but the King of Cups is someone that he's like really sure he can, like, the Queen of Cups can control like the emotions too, but like when I think like here with the King of Cups, you're actually gonna like to sit on your throne of emotions. And then we got here the Ten of Swords, that like you're gonna look at this, all these emotions that's gonna be inside you, and you're gonna understand that keeping them inside you is just making you suffer. It's like it's not really working for you. But let me tell you something. When you get there, this like Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. So you're gonna like still like perhaps like feel a little bit burdened, like frustrated and sad, but now you're gonna be looking in a different way, because you are going to be the King of Cups, and when that happens, you're actually going to understand what you really want from this situation. So I'm not getting just one situation, okay, but I'm getting like a few situations, but it can be about like something traditional, something I'm getting like things about like family, like how do you see like a traditional family, I'm getting a little bit about like politics, but I don't know. Yes, like you're under, like it's coming to you, and you're gonna have like a breakthrough, because we got the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. So like you're going to have a breakthrough about that. What you think is traditional for you, and what makes sense to you. Okay, what you want, the way that you want things. And this is pretty cool, guys. It's almost like the time that I feel like you're gonna make official as like, hey, I'm closing this cycle. You know, all that suffer like that it was in my mind, it's just like it's in the past, and you are going to close the cycle by yourself. That's pretty cool, guys. I think here you're like, it's really important for you to speak your truth. Okay. So you can get to this King of Cup energies. You are not like in a really bad energy right now, but your voice needs to come out, and that's important right now. Okay, so do it. I know it's easy easy to say, but like keep like choosing that path every day. Okay, if you want something, you choose the path every day. If you want to change something, you keep choosing the path every single fucking day, guys. Okay. I wish you guys the best. I hope it makes sense for you. You can let me know in the comments if anything made sense for you. Okay, and if you have any questions too. See ya. Bye bye.